Hey YouTubers, and good morning. So today I'm out here on the Arkansas River Trail again. Today we're going to be doing a stretch on the North Little Rock side from the Clinton Library all the way down to the Big Dam Bridge. I'm really going to be doing two videos today. I had a few viewers of mine ask me a few questions. They were wondering how I transport my trike and what all do I actually have on my trike. So today I'm going to be showing you a little bit. I'm going to do a walk around of my trike and show you how I transport it from here and there. So if you guys don't know, I have what we call, or what the industry calls, it's the brand Ice, and I have an Ice Sprint X Tour, which has two front 20-inch wheels and one 26-inch wheel in the rear. I also have recently added a rear fender. Even for those of you who don't have fenders, and for those of you that have not had fenders and added fenders, you know why. So when you're riding, if you're riding in less than ideal terrain, you'll know that it can get messy. When you are riding in any kind of wet sort of surroundings, all that stuff just gunks the back of your head like nobody's business. I got back from a ride a few months ago, and I didn't even have to feel my head. I knew. I reached back there and I was like, oh yeah, got plenty of mud back here. Feel like I have a mud pile on the back of my head. So that's why you would like to invest in one of these, a rear fender. I don't know if you think it make you seem like a grandpa, but hey, I like the thing. It gives the trike a more sleek look to me. So for safety, I also have these flashers. They have, I think, 4 different settings, and this is for safety, so that when I am doing street riding, people will know that I'm there. It's also another good thing to maybe have a flag. I know a lot of trike riders have flags, but that's not really my style. I'm thinking about breaking down and getting one, but that's just not something that I really like. It makes it seem like the trike is too bulky to me. So I have those flashes in the back. I have a light in the front, a headlight, and it has flashing features. It does solid, super solid, really super solid, and you can be seen with this thing for miles. So I usually just keep it on the flashing mode while I'm out on the trail. It can be seen night and day. So that's that for my safety. What else do I want to talk about? I have a lot of trikers have a twist knob for their gear shift. I'm sorry, I got tongue-tied. Gear shift. But I have what we call bar end shifters on both sides. This is for the front cassette. This is for the back cassette. I have BB7 disc brakes. The stock trike of the Sprint X Tour actually comes with drum brakes, but I wanted to give mine a more sporty look, so I went with the BB7 disc brakes. I also upgraded the seat here to the Ergo Lux mesh seat. It would have just come with a regular mesh seat, but I wanted that extra comfort since this trike also is not suspended. No suspension anywhere. I opted for the rigid frame for multiple reasons. I wanted to get a bit more speed out of my ride, so I just went with the rigid frame. I was told that the rigid frame actually will give you a few more ups on the speed, not having that jitter around from the suspension. And also the budget, I think it's like I want to say about $1,500 more if you want to get fully suspended on this trike. But I mean, it really wasn't a deal breaker for me, so I just went with the rigid frame as my first trike. I'm sure my second trike will be suspended in some form, either rear or front or both. So that's that. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, I have a mirror so I can see cyclists coming up from behind me, because as we all know, sometimes we have our headphones in and we don't think about people coming up behind us. So the mirror always helps, unless you have like a helmet with a rear view mirror visor attachment. Some people like those. It's just not my style. I also have a speedometer here, and I have it connected on the left side of the trike with the computer monitor bracket down there. And then also people wanted to know how I transported it. So if you have been noticing throughout this video, that is what is called the hitch rider's rack tadpole hitch attachment. I was doing some research on ways to transport it, because before I got the trike, I was wondering myself how I was going to transport this thing, and I came across this, looked at a few videos, and was like, okay, I'll do that. So I bought the hitch rider rack. It is wonderful. I'll show you guys how it's how you fold it up right here in a second. So this part holds your front left wheel, front right wheel, and this is your back wheel. This piece here, all of them really, they all extend. So, you know, whether you have a tadpole or a delta, you can extend this out. You can turn this whichever way you want. You can extend these out, unloosen these come out. They have a stop inside of here so that it won't come all the way out. It'll stop before it falls out. So that's a good feature. You take this lever right here, this pin, pull it out, lift it up, put your pin back in. Sometimes you gotta wiggle it, and voila, now your hitch is folded up. And then you can fold it back down, pull it out, fold it down, put your pin back in, lock it, and then if you feel like you can't lift your trike to get it on there, all you have to do is pull back on this lever. I'm going to use my foot because I can't hold the camera at the same time. Pull back on this lever, and oh, I've skipped a step. So you undo this pin, then you pull back on your lever. Just had some technical difficulties there, but yeah, so this piece here will hold this. If you undo this piece here and undo this whole portion of the rack will lower down to the ground, and you can put the two wheels on and then put the back wheel on in case you can't lift the trike up yourself. But that's basically it. If you have any other questions, just let me know. I'm more than happy to answer your questions about the trike or the way I transport it. Also, I forgot to mention, I have a water bladder behind my seat with two hoses. One side is supposed to be used for water, the other side is supposed to be used for, you know, electrolytes or whatever, to replenish your electrolytes, which you can do either or, doesn't matter. You can do water on both sides, or you can put electrolytes, Gatorade, whatever. I usually just do water. And that's pretty much the rundown of the trike. It's a pretty good trike. I like it. Do I wish it was a little bit bigger for a guy my size? Yeah, but this will have to do for now. And Ice makes a really nice trike, so if you guys are in the market for a trike, go with Ice. So I made it up the bridge, and behind me is the Clinton Library, and on this side of me is the Arkansas River. Yet again. And that is Little Rock. And that is North Little Rock. So I am crossing into North Little Rock as we speak, as we go over the bridge. Which that climb right there, it's not a rough climb, but when you haven't really had any sleep, it's a rough climb. So we are doing the downhill, this chilly morning air. At least the wind's not blowing. Now we are in North Little Rock. So this is a pretty easy part of the journey. You have to do a little road riding though. If you don't mind that, it's not that much. I mean, might be half a mile of road riding until you actually get back on the trail itself. Let me switch my gears here. But this is the beginning of North Little Rock as you come over the bridge. This is actually an RV park right there for people who come out of town who want to camp here right on the river. I just cross over to this side of the highway. Our Simmons Bank Arena in Little Rock, or North Little Rock rather. It's been named so many things, no one really knows what the name of it is anymore. It may say Simmons, but people still call it Alltel. Some call it Verizon. A little bit of everyone has had that arena. It's been bought and sold so many times. And now we are going to cross over in to the Riverfront Park area. A lot of people come down here and park, just sit and watch the river. Sometimes they have concerts on the other side over there at the River Market Amphitheater. Hey guys! Hey. Excuse me. Guess they got some scooters for Christmas. They're out riding their scooters with Mama. Here is the submarine that is always docked in North Little Rock. Can't think of the name of it, but we will soon find out. because the name of it is right up here. The Arkansas Inland Maritime Museum, USS Razorback. I can't read the rest of it. Arkansas River history. But anyway, you can go for tours on it. Go down off in it. They don't run it through the river, but you can go in it and explore. It's a museum now. So, I'm making my way back across the number four, bridge number 4 in the Little Rock river bridge system. I think there are 7 bridges, might be more than that, but this is I believe this is the Broadway Bridge. It was demolished. They actually blew it up and it didn't take. And the bridge stood up for like, I want to say a week before it finally fell. And they erected this bridge in its place, which is a lovely bridge. And that was a few years ago. Really nice suspension bridge crossing back into Little Rock from North Little Rock. I really have to get me something to make these rides more interesting. I don't feel like I'm giving you guys enough about areas to keep you interested. Am I narrating well? Let me know in the comments, because I just feel like I'm not doing a good job. I don't know, maybe I'm paranoid. Coming to the end of the bridge and coming to the hotels, first few hotels on the river, we have the DoubleTree here. Very nice hotel. I've stayed there a few times. And then right next to it, we have the Marriott, which is actually connected to the convention center. Around at the corner there, and this is the Joseph Taylor Robinson Memorial Auditorium. A lot of history in this building. We've got Pulaski Convoy Convert, and then here's the front of the DoubleTree. They still have some of their Christmas decorations up, which there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. Got the Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau. So this side, the left side, is the hotel. This right side behind the trees are actually penthouse apartments, which I hear are really nice. Never been invited, but Who cares about that, right? And now we are coming up on the old State House, I want to say. I believe it's the old State House. I've been in there twice. It's really nice. And then this is Stevens Bank building, which goes down and comes into the convention center. Yes, it is the old State House. The Marriott used to be the Peabody, and you could go in and feed the ducks, but they have since gotten rid of the ducks, so you can no longer do that. Hey, Pops! Hey! You were just interested in everybody, huh?
Yes.
Just everybody. But you can no longer go in here. They don't have the ducks. They might have the fountain still, I'm not sure. A very nice hotel. Been in there twice. Doing some renovating over there. Oh, they added a Starbucks. I didn't even know they had a Starbucks in there. And this is the Capitol Hotel to the right. Never been in that one. Here it's real swanky. Swanky wanky. Now we are coming into the River Market District. There is Diablo's, one of my favorite Hispanic restaurants to eat at. That's the Riverfront Park. I think we can make it. Oh, one car coming. Let's get across here. Yep. Oh. And we made it. This is the downtown River Market District. A lot of pubs and clubs and bars for those looking for a little bit of nightlife. It's not a big nightlife, so don't expect Vegas when you come to downtown Little Rock, but it is a nice little area to come out and have a nice few drinks with a few friends and goof off some. And this used to be the Channel 7 office, I believe. Channel 4, Channel 7, 1. And this is the River Market. This is where you usually would have your Saturday farmers markets. I think it's between March and November is when they have March and October, I believe, is when they have them. Little Rock River Market. And that is the amphitheater where they usually have blues on the river. It's a really nice time to come out and listen to some blues. Never been, but hope to go one day. So I've taken to the inner streets of the city and decided to do a little exploring. That's the old KATV building, I believe. I would hope so. It looks a bit run down. There's the Regions Bank building. And now we have made it to, I want to say, Main Street. I do believe we are on Main. Yes, we are indeed on Main Street. At the corner of Capitol and Main. And they still are pretty festive downtown. So we're gonna look at the tree. And the sleigh. But we are not going to go that way because those are steps. I never really realized how big these buildings are until I get right on top of them. Well, I have made it to the state capitol. I'm gonna change my gears up some. But I have made it up to the state capitol. Would you like for me to take your picture?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
You take the whole thing?
Yeah.
In the light, please. Yeah.
Just help that help that couple. They wanted to take a picture in front of the Capitol building, so I thought I would just go ahead and get them a picture. They were really pleased with that. So did my good deed for the day. Just cruising around. Well, I am coming to the end of the ride, back on the Little Rock side of the river, where the construction on the bridge continues. And we get to ride under. I do really wish they would hurry up though. This construction causes a lot of traffic for one, but just a lot of unnecessary confusion. When you get into a construction zone, people act like they just forget how to drive, and it really grinds my gears sometimes. But you learn to live with it after a while. But like I said, I wish they would just get done with it, and so we could be back to a normal, somewhat normal traffic pattern when we go across the bridge there. So, but this is gonna be it for this ride, and I hope you guys enjoyed the follow along, and I'll see you on the next episode.